do wonder what's like the... Ooh, here's the legend. Okay, let's start to reel it in.
Not your Professional Walkthroughs channel presents.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Stardew Valley 1.4 here on your Professional Walkthroughs channel. On today's episode, we are finishing off the spring season, so the 27th and 28th. And therefore, today is Emily's birthday. Now, luckily enough for us, Emily is quite the pleasant person, so it's super easy and convenient for us to give her a variety of gifts. Other than that, today is raining after like 2 weeks or so. Therefore, it's my last chance to potentially try and catch the legend. Now, therefore, I think today most of the day will be spent around fishing or trying to do something around the farm, as on the 28th I will be picking up all the crops from the farm and I will be selling them so that we can start off the summer season with as much money as possible in order to purchase more speed grow or crop seeds. So yeah. Also, it would be a super smart idea if I would manage to get on the last day, for example, to the oasis so that I can purchase more starfruit seeds, and therefore I can start planting them on the 1st of summer. Okay, so today we have a lucky day, so that is good to know. Tomorrow will not be a rainy day. Look at this. Shane is sending us a pizza, which is really weird because on his birthday we actually did give him pizza, so it's like he did not eat it and he's giving it back, or what the heck is going on. Anyhow, I'm just gonna put away the stuff that I have. Tomorrow we should have the watering can finished, hopefully. I have some resources here, but with the lack of wood, I will not be able to do that much. So I might have to look into that as well. Now I'm probably gonna leave the green beans as they are for tomorrow, otherwise I would probably more likely collect some of that garlic too by accident. If you were able to watch the previous episodes, you were able to see me have some issues with the garlic, so I'd rather not deal with that. But yeah, I'm gonna just pick up the last harvest of strawberries that I have for the spring season, and we will see if I will try to put them eventually like into the greenhouse possibly, or something else. I don't know. I have plenty of them to be turned into seeds, so I can do and try and process some of them. And unfortunately on the previous episode, since I was replenishing or replanting the starfruit at the end of the day when it's dark, I really don't understand why I cannot have like a lamp inside of the greenhouse or something. I missed one of the spots. Unfortunately, due to that, I have missed out on one of the whole tiles of land with the deluxe speed grow in it. Anyhow, I'm gonna get some of this tall grass. I'm gonna be cutting only the stuff that is growing behind the lightning rods. I have 157 pieces of hay because it's raining and the animals are not outside. It's more likely that tomorrow the hay will be consumed, so I will need to check on that too. But yeah, pretty decent haul of eggs here. Unfortunately, no rabbit's foot as of yet, but hopefully soon. Let's go say hi to the cows and goats and everyone else. We should get quite a lot of milk here, so I'm really hoping that after I milk the air, because I don't know what happened here, I will have plenty of cheese. Sorry. I will have plenty of cheese to sell too, because honestly, if the price of the starfruit is 400 gold per seed. Yeah, that is really ridiculous. So right now I am able to purchase some starfruit, but yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely sell some more things, and also it will depend from the harvest of the crops tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully we will have plenty of things to pick up. So let's go make some of that mayonnaise. This will be a lot of stuff, a lot of cheese. At least I know now that the goats keep producing milk on every second day, which means each time I am not working with, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? When you can divide the number by 2, we are gonna have the goat milk. Oh man, I cannot remember the word for this. Kill me. Anyhow, I'm gonna go put in more strawberries into these seed makers. I'm definitely gonna have to invest into more of those. But yeah, okay. Let's take a look inside the shed. Lots of stuff to be picked up. That is great. That is great. Blueberries, cranberries, strawberry, lots of jello, and I can start moving the kegs. Now be careful if you are moving your kegs like this, because if you would knock the keg with the pickaxe out of the floor and the wine has not been picked up, well then you are losing it. Now I will definitely keep the kegs on one side of the shed, so once the 3 kegs have been done brewing the booze or whatever is being turned inside into something more valuable, they will be placed on the other side of the shed. I definitely want to have at least one shed where one side is filled with kegs and the other side with the preserve jars. Okay, I'm gonna go with the star fruit since I actually did manage to pick up a large chunk of the crops. The harvest was definitely a good thing. It's gonna help me out, especially at, well, it takes like around 7 days, right? So around probably 4th of or 5th of the summer season, I will have the starfruit wine, and if I sell it, it's gonna help me a lot, because the start of the season is usually quite negatively affected by me spending most of my money. Later on it changes a lot, but if I sell all these artisanal goodies and the gold star strawberries, that might help me. Okay, 78 strawberry seeds, that is definitely not enough, but luckily enough for me, I am sitting on a big reserve of strawberries in the shed. It's gonna take a long time before they are processed. Now the pizza is too valuable for me to just eat it for like energy purposes, so I'm gonna put it into the chest. The driftwood will be turned into something more usable. The trapper bobber is created just so that I have a backup, and yeah, let's go and try to do some of that fishing. God damn it, I totally forgot Emily's birthday. I need to go and grab some amethyst or something for her, because otherwise, yeah, that would be just really bad. So let's pick up that, and so maybe I can brew some coffee because I'm running around super slow. Now, I will not consume it right now. The reason is fairly simple. I am going to go and drop off the gift for Emily, but if I would be, for example, fishing while the coffee is in effect, I would just lose out the entire benefit of it. So I'm gonna pick up the dish of the sea. I think this is one of the last ones I have. This will increase my fishing skill, so while I'm trying to catch the legend, hopefully the other fish that I will grab will be of a better value, or I will have less of a chance to screw up trying to catch the legend. Here we have a cutscene, so I will shut up and let this play out. Okay, stop whining and just clean it as horrible option. Haley, why not have this be your one weekly job? I think that's much better option. It's usually not the best idea to get in between two ladies while they're having an argument. Things might escalate quickly, like Ron Burgundy said. But, what the heck. I mean, if Emily is cleaning up the entire home and Haley is doing just one thing, I definitely don't think I would want to marry Haley. Then I cannot employ her at the farm, but Emily seems to really enjoy the gift, so we should be a-okay for now. And I should be able to go take the minecarts and head to the mountain lake. Ooh, algae in the trash can. Nice. So let us go and assume the position. Hopefully we will catch. Wow, there's a leak. There's a leak. As long as it's not a leak in the boat, we are fine. So once again, we will try to cast towards the log in the water. There is where the best quality of fish can be caught. I'm gonna eat the dish of the sea in order to gain the effects. And let's see if I will manage to catch what I'm looking for. Okay, there's a chest, so I will probably try to pick that up too. Who knows what might be inside? I mean, it's supposed to be a lucky day anyhow. Okay, 3 pieces of stone. I don't recall ever coming across that inside of the treasure chest. I would be more happy with like the piece of bait or wild bait, but I cannot be apparently too picky. Ooh, another chest. Let's see what's inside of this one. Maybe 4 stones. Who knows? Okay, that's a carp. And, ooh, bait. Yep, called it. And wild bait too. Nice. I do wonder what's like the... Ooh, here's the legend. Okay, let's start to reel it in. So the question was, what is the most bait you were able to find in the treasure chest? And this is kind of anticlimactic. I was kind of hoping this would end up better, but or be a bit tougher, but actually I think the glacier fish did manage to give me a whole lot more trouble compared to the legend. Okay, now I'm not really sure if we managed to catch the legendary fish during the summer season, but since that is coming around the corner, I might be able to do so, and in the fall season, therefore, I will try to catch the last fish from the legendary ones. Not really sure if I have the mutated carp yet. I think that is one of those weird looking thingies too. Not really sure if that is considered like the 5th legendary fish, but it's real tricky to get your hands on it. And eventually what I might try and do after I try to cast into the high concentration point is like have one day where I have all the 4 legendary fish, or how many there are, and I will try to sell them all at the same time, and therefore we can like compare the prices or something, but unfortunately that will take probably forever till I get to that point. Yeah, because I need to clear out like 2 more seasons. So if I spread out each season to like 12 episodes, each episode has 2 days inside. Um, that's a long time. So maybe consider subscribing. You never know. You might enjoy what I do here on the channel. Anyhow, I will replace the tackle, I will put in the bait. Let's go sell the fish. I have the legend, so that is great. The obsidian disc, I believe I already do have dropped off. So I'm just gonna ruin the trees here around Robin's place. I'm sure Linus won't mind. I mean, he's usually pretty cool with me. I think he's like my best friend anyhow, so in order to bribe him even more, I'm gonna give him one of those lovely leeks. Ooh, trees, that is great. There's also a leak by the bathhouse. Hopefully the pool is not leaking, but yeah. I'm gonna chop down all these trees here, because I can and I need the wood. Also, since it's a luckier day, I might get a bigger drop of wood when I'm chopping down these trees. And honestly, with the number of free space in the shed, I kind of do need the wood. I really don't want to spend money right now at Robin's for construction resources. So I'm thinking whatever construction I might be planning will have to wait till the summer season. I don't think there is anything of a value over there. I'm gonna replant the pine trees. I cannot put it there. Let's put one there. Let's put one really close to the tracks. Should be able to squeeze a bunch of more over here, and we should be able to leave. Okay, so the trees are growing, so eventually I will have more wood to work with. Theoretically, what you can do is chop down these trees. Now, usually what I like to do in case I really need the pine tar is to put like the tappers over here, but since I actually planted pines by the bus stop, I'm probably just gonna keep chopping these down for the wood. I mean, they keep regrowing anyhow, so it's fairly conveniently placed. Okay, so the truffle oil, all the mayo, and all the other funky stuff is actually done, so I'm gonna pick that all up. I'm gonna see if I can put in more eggs, more milk. Unfortunately, my backpack is quite full, so I'm gonna have to try to do this a bit differently. Take 3 of the truffles, take all of the void eggs, load in the milk. Surprisingly enough, I'm left with goat milk. And once the oil press are filled with the truffles, I can go sell all the stuff into the collection box. Drop off the legend so that I won't sell it on accident. I don't know where the hell do I keep the rest of those valuable fish. But okay, let's just get rid of these things. Rare disc, let me double check. Yeah, so I have dropped that off, so let's sell it. Rest of these things can be dropped into the bin here. I can use that for construction. Just where do I keep the fish? Yeah, okay, here. No, not the spiceberry. So I should be okay. I have only one squid, so if on the previous episode I would give Pierre the fried squid on his birthday, or fried calamari, or what's the recipe called, I would not have any more squid. Theoretically speaking, I should maybe put it into a future fish pond, who knows. I mean, I have octopus, but unfortunately the recipe specifically calls for the fried or the squid itself, so yeah, that's kind of limiting. Okay, we still have some time. I should be able to... Ooh, pine tar, nice. This means that if I will be able to, I can construct the looms that will be turning the wool into the cloth. And if I have a decent supply, we can then go visit Emily's house and try to use the sewing machine and maybe create some costumes. I'm gonna probably have to research some recipes. I would kill for that costume where you look like a dinosaur. But I think for that I need the dinosaur egg, and the only one I came across ever since I started the save file is currently in the incubator, since we managed to run into the Pepperexes in the Skull Cavern. So yeah, that was quite a fun episode, so maybe check out the playthrough. I have also covered the game during the 1.3 version, but I mean, I'm trying to include as much as I can from the 1.4 here in these episodes. That is, if it's possible. Some of the secrets and such, yeah, that's just impossible to cover at the start of the game. I mean, you can talk about it, but until you actually manage to showcase it or something, it's people will forget about it. So that's why I don't choose to do it. Okay, so I did manage to come across sea urchin and coral. I still don't know why people would put coral or sea urchins into the fish ponds. I think there are much more valuable species you can load in, and wow, that's a lot of crayfish. And luckily enough for me, that is the most valuable thing which I can get out of the freshwater crab pots. And yeah, it's getting super late, so I'm gonna probably run off back to the farm. I mean, the coffee is no longer in use, so I don't have the boost in the speed. There is... Okay, there is actually copper, so I'm gonna grab that. I don't know why I did not pick the worms there, but whatever. The crops are looking ready for the harvest. Ooh, caviar. Nice. This looks like some pumpkin juice too. Should be able to replace whatever I can in there. Okay, I'm gonna drop off, or probably just sell these things. I should probably make some coffee, but let's first fill in the preserve jars. Did I totally forgot to put stuff into the kegs? Probably, yeah. That's not really good, but anyhow, it's getting super late. I'll just sell all the stuff that I have picked up. I should have quite a decent payday from this, hopefully. Let's fill in the recycling bins. Should manage to give me something useful. I'm gonna drop off all the remaining stuff, and I'm gonna probably call it a day. Yeah, so the main goal has been definitely achieved. Legend has been caught, so we are okay. So 17,000 gold for everything. So coconut wine, cranberry jelly. Most money I probably got out of the strawberries, but that's due to the numbers that I picked up. But overall, one aged lava eel roe is 1064 gold versus the caviar, which sure we have 3500 gold for it, but that's only because we picked up 5 of them, so that's 700 per one. So this is why I advise people and keep constantly talking about it. But yeah, let's move on to the next day. Okay, so the watering can has been finished. It's the last day of the spring season. And because it's the last day, I feel like I should try to do something which I have not done in quite a while. So the first day of summer, or the next episode, will be sunny, which I'm super excited about. Of course, you're gonna get me the most amazing luck on today. And we are gonna learn the Lucky Lunch, my favorite recipe. For this one, will require blue jazz, the yellow cucumber, and something else. Let's take a look at it. Lucky Lunch, sea cucumber, tortillas, and blue jazz. So this is why I grew the blue jazz, because we are gonna use that. We have the sea cucumber, and because we have actually corn here in the fridge, I should be able to make a bunch of those tortillas. So this is an amazing recipe, one of my personal favorites. So the thing which I wanted to do after I receive recipe from Emily for red plate, and I get from Pierre 550 gold, is the feature which has been implemented by 1.4 version, and I want to take the snapshot of the farm. So let's take this, and I'm gonna try to showcase it over the footage of the episode. So yeah, that'll be fun. Anyhow, we have all these amazing crops that need to be harvested. I still need to go into the oasis and pick up the star fruit. I don't think I will spend time there, however, going into the skull cavern, because I want to get my hands on the starfruit seeds, and I want to expand the farming today by getting more sprinklers. So by having access to the copper bars and iron bars which I was making in the last few episodes, I should have enough crops or enough bars to create even more of the amazing sprinklers so that we can expand the farming even further. Now the coffee will last from the spring season, so I don't have to bother with that. But when it will come to other crops, I will not have it so easy. So of course I'm gonna have to think of something else. Also, the question is how much of this land will survive for the tomorrow. So everything needs to be picked up. We're gonna sell a big chunk of the crops, because we are about to spend some stupid amount of money on the strawberry or the starfruit seeds. And also, what I can potentially try to do is see if I can make more seed makers. And the reason behind it is that I have some blueberries and some melons and some hops in the shed still. So if I were to load those into the seed makers, I should be able to create more seeds so that when I will go to Pierre, I will not have to spend an absurd amount of money for crops. I think I'm gonna keep the green beans just for the heck of it. I'm gonna definitely keep some garlic, and we're gonna keep some of the potatoes and the kale too. So seed makers, 1, 2, 3. Now we do not have enough coal, but we should be okay when it comes to the production of the quality sprinklers. So we should be fine because we have 6, 12, and 109 of those. So can potentially put down one more bar of this to be smelted, but 5 of these should be fine. And also that should mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just so that we can place them somewhere. Now with the blue jazz, I'm gonna try to put it into like a chest somewhere. This is gonna take up a stupid amount of space, but because I wanna use the blue jazz for the production of the Lucky Lunch, it's not that much of an issue because I will burn through them quite quickly eventually. I don't have even that many of them. I might have to try and place some into the greenhouse maybe, who knows. So even more crops, even the rice is now finally done. But this is why I wanted to take the snapshot before I actually started to harvest everything, so that we have a nice picture of how it looked like with all these crops. Another lava you grow. That is awesome. So we will expand the farming in this part of the map for now. There's a lot of room for that. Do have even one parsnip in here in the middle of all of this. If I will see Lewis, I might give him the parsnip. He is a fan of those. I'm gonna collect all the coffee too. Apparently the backpack is already full as it is, so I cannot store in more stuff. So we have not even gone through that much of the day, because each time, like I keep saying, when you are interacting or harvesting your crops, the time is temporarily being paused, and our pooch here is watching over us while we harvest all this goodness. Man, can you imagine the vegans with their cauliflower rice? They would go crazy on my farm. Okay, so most of this has been harvested. Ooh, good. We are able to make a couple of things here. So let's put you here, you here. We're gonna put the garlic here. Coffee. Cauliflower. So I definitely want to get more coffee brewing. So this is all done. Can theoretically sell the pumpkin juice. It will not hurt me. I will need some profit anyhow. After all, I am about to spend a stupid amount of money. So about the seed making, right? I can pick the 13 melons, and I can pick like half of the blueberries. And let's go with the 7 pieces of hop too, or hops. So the one coffee which I have, I can drink for now. That will help us with this. Okay, so the melons. I'm gonna save up some money on these seeds. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So, what do we want to sell? Sell the gold star quality stuff. Don't know why I kept the coffee, but I will definitely probably try to brew more of it. Can give this to Lewis. The potatoes I'm gonna separate into a few batches, like so. The unmilled rice, I think I keep it here. So this will be turned into the seeds. Yeah, okay. So let's go pick up the rest of the cauliflower. And I still see those patches without the deluxe speed grow. They are still here, and I'm not really sure if I want to like put down the speed grow today, because obviously tomorrow is another season. I'm not sure how much of this land will remain in the hoed stage, so yeah, this will be a bit tricky. So this is like this, and because we have the iridium hoe, it's much easier for me to just go and do this. Like so. Can go to the seed makers, load in the melons, load in the blueberry. I don't think we have anything done in the greenhouse now. Ooh, we actually finally have. Haha! The greenhouse is ready. This will be a definite game changer, people. Now the fun will start. Because now I will keep coming here and picking up fruit constantly every day. Haha! Or at least every third day is when I will need to show up. I think the pomegranate is here on the floor. Is there a pomegranate here too? Yeah. I don't know why they did not pick up, but what the heck. Mushrooms I apparently forgot to pick up. It's 1:20 already. So let's do the following thing. I'm gonna load in the blueberries. I'm gonna see if I have some coffee. I'm gonna go see Clint, pick up the watering can. And then I will go to the oasis and spend a stupid amount of money on seeds. And I need to go first to see our friend Clint, because if he closes the shop, well then I'm kind of screwed. What are these different types of jelly? Okay, so this is blueberry. And even this is different one. So once I start picking up the fruit from the trees, obviously it's super easy to fill in most of the space here. Because we have oranges, apples, pomegranates, apricots, peaches, and cherries. So that's 2 fruit trees per each season. And I believe I have picked up the pomegranates and peaches because they are the most valuable ones. Then the orange is the most generally accepted fruit amongst the villagers as a gift. We will require 3 apples in order to fill in the quest for the community center. And yeah, can load in the blueberries since we have them. We can move the kegs on the proper side. And I don't know, do we have something? Let's load in the cauliflower. So these 2 will be dropped off. And I especially love to screw around when it comes to the blueberries and the seed makers, because out of blueberries I tend to have most often the drop of the ancient seed. It can happen from other crops too, but usually for me, mostly from the ancient seeds. Okay, so it's 3:10. Really need to rush to see Clint. So let's go pick up the watering can. Ta-da! So that means only the axe is left, and of course, if I will feel like it, the trash can. Bus stop, and... okay, 500. Okay, I at least see some coconut, not cactus fruit. So, wow, there's actually a lot of coconut here. So, it's gonna be difficult. I think around 300 is something that I wanted to do, but I'm not really sure if I will be able to pull that off. Okay. Yeah, we have a bunch of more of those seeds at the farm, but I will still need to purchase some other crops. Therefore, I think with the 300 or so, we should be fine. I can easily spend more money here, but it's gonna like disappear quite fast. If I would want to buy, yeah, I don't think I would be able to buy that many more, so I'm gonna leave it at 300. I'm gonna see if anything around here can be picked up. Theoretically, I can chop down these trees too. I could have purchased, now that I think about it, coal from Clint. But since I did not know exactly how much money would I spend at Sandy's store, I really did not want it to go that crazy. I mean, I did spend a stupid amount of money anyhow. But the star fruit is definitely worth it, especially if you keep reusing the basic quality seeds to be, or fruit to be turned into seeds, and then you basically put those into the seed makers, because the next harvest can be potentially of gold star quality, so you never know. No, I'm not gonna spend time killing more trees here. I'll just go back home. Yeah, I definitely need to make those triple shot espressos, because this coffee, with its 1 minute time effect, is just killing me deep inside. So triple shots, as many as possible. Making those seeds. Dropping off this, and anything else? Oh, not really. Could have left this coffee here in the kitchen. Okay, so we are gonna go to the greenhouse, load in more of these, and I usually have even like 15 or so seed makers, because it's one of those investments you will definitely not regret if you tend to utilize them properly. But of course, if you feel like just spending money on the new crops and you don't want to reuse your old crops for seed production, which I think it's a waste in certain points or at certain times, as it can dramatically help you with your financial situation. Okay, and those three there we can load in. I don't know. Let's go with 2 of these and 1 of you. So this can go like this. By the time we get out here, the seed makers should be done. Now, of course, this will not do that much of a difference, but I mean, that's 25 melon seeds, that's 32 of your blueberry seeds. I cannot count the starfruit seeds. That would be a bit too much. But yeah, the coconuts will be dropped off at the shed. I don't know why I keep running around with them. It's just there's too many things which I'm trying to do, so that is why, and I do apologize for that. Especially since it's looking like I don't know what in the world am I doing. Okay, so the hops have been dropped in. Triple shot espresso is in. And yeah, overall that will be it for the spring of year 2. I feel like we did really well compared to the first year, most definitely. I was able to get a large crop of rhubarb. We're definitely able to expand the farming, and I'm really hoping I will be able to do that on the next season even more. I'm gonna deal with the animals here, or try to, with my fairly limited backpack space. But yeah, if you did enjoy the episode, consider subscribing to the channel. I publish content on a weekly basis, so you will always have something fun to watch. And yeah, if you have any tips, tricks, comments, concerns, etc., feel free to leave them in the comment section. I will try to get back to you at my earliest convenience. I usually do read the comment section, so yeah, just let me know. And that'll be it. Of course, I'm gonna still keep talking about some other stuff, but I wanted to make sure that I will manage to squeeze in the mandatory subscribe to the channel and all the other mumbo jumbo stuff into the episode. Otherwise, it's not a YouTube video, I feel like. Still gonna have to sell some of these things. So yeah, I would still love to at least try and pick up whatever is. I hate when those birds sit like this on the egg, and it's almost impossible for me to pick it up. Ah man, I need to refill their food or there will be no eggs on the first day of summer. Okay, so into the mayonnaise machines. So the cool thing about the boy chickens is at least that they keep giving you eggs like every day, and you don't have to wait every second day or so for them to produce something cool for you to have. Let's go and make some cheese here. This is usually why I like skip these parts where I just do this, because it's not as exhilarating as some of the other parts. I mean, on the previous episode, we're finally able to catch the legend and so on and so on. So yeah. Okay, So this goes like this. Hop starter. 16 of them. That is just beautiful. Anything else I want to put in? And not really. I'm gonna go into the shed, pick up the last batch of coffee. Put in the row for the aging process. And move the keg for the aesthetics process. So the lava eel row, we have that finally. This coffee. I'm really not sure if I will manage to pull off the beach, but I will try my best. Things considered, I still need to load into the kegs all this goody goodness. So let's go ahead and do so. Now I'm not really afraid about like using, let's say, the apples, despite the fact that I do know I will require 3 pieces of them for Marnie's Community Center bundle. But yeah, okay, let's pick up at least this. We can sell the lava rope too, so that you can see the comparison in the prices. Super late. I don't know if I should try and rush it. Let's drop off all of these. So we have 16 hop starters, 25 melon seeds. We have 66 blueberry seeds. I'm definitely gonna have to purchase more seeds. But we should be a-okay. I mean, all things considered, summer is a great season. Okay, let's drop off the iron bar. Still kind of wonder what the heck to do with those dirty potatoes. I think I'm just gonna load them into the fridge. The tortillas too, I really don't have any use for them right now. Not at least at this state. I really do prefer the Lucky Lunch. Okay, so how much? 38 seconds. Son of a biscuit. Yeah, I'm really tempting it here to go and I don't think I would be able to come back from the beach because I would have to go to the town, from town run down to the beach, pick up everything from the 20 crab pots, each one on 2 sides of the what do you call the thing which goes into the water? I totally forgot the word. But anyhow, I feel like you know what I mean. So, yeah. That'll be it for the spring season. I do hope you did enjoy it. It was a blast to cover it here on the channel. For you too, I was hoping back while I was covering the 1.3 version that I would still manage to get to year 2 there, but oh, what the heck. But now we at least are working with the 4 corners map, and I really do enjoy this map. My favorite is still, however, the basic map for the game. I still think it's the most fun one with the creative freedom which you can experiment with when it comes to your layout. But yeah, I'm just gonna shut up, run inside because it's apparently 1:50, and I'm gonna see you at the next one. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.